this week in particular, I think our fans are retarded because literally the dumbest fucking questions have littered the Reddit thread. I'm really upset and aggravated at our fan base for not doing better than this.
Wow. I haven't looked at them, so this is going to be my genuine first reaction.
Yeah, this
and
is
I
like
guess Adam's
worse.
too.
Of course, this is worse than Comic Comeback because it's not even like joking, like, "Oh, are you guys gay?" or something. It's not like that. These are like serious, well-written questions.
Seriously.
Well, two of us are.
Well, yeah. Well, no, one of us is. I mean, I don't know about Alex, but definitely not me. But
Okay.
like these questions
how
are
I got
fucking. Yes, for a second you did. There's that too, because on the Reddit there's a clip of me saying I'm a furry, but I'm quoting that fucking movie that you showed in your childhood trauma thing.
Ralph and I were doing the Twitch stream at the Oscars, and I said that somebody looked like the owl from Rockadoodle, and I just said Jeepers, and Ralph finished the sentence saying, "I'm a furry," and I was like, well, there you go, we have a clip.
Yeah, and they just took that part.
Yeah. And then somebody posted it on Ralph's subreddit. We also have real questions at the end of the podcast.
Of course.
So let's not pretend like they're all upsetting.
Oh yeah, there are like 2 or 3 good people in our Reddit thread, which I'm proud of. But the rest of you, I'm really just disappointed in.
Word of advice, Ralph, the absolute best way to get people on the internet to stop doing something is if you always say how much it bothers you, and then everyone will stop doing it.
I was going to mention that too. This is something we're never going to do again, so don't try to write really dumb questions.
With Tomb Raider, Wonder Woman, and Black Panther, Hollywood seems to be hiring more muscular women to make movies more realistic. Does it bother you? I think it's distracting seeing women who look like men.
That's...
What the fuck? What do you want us to say to that?
Yes, exactly. First of all, that's
honestly
not
never
true.
considered this.
That is a tangled web. That is something that you cannot answer because before you answer, you have to try and dissect what is even happening in this question.
Like nothing he
so
says
much
is
that
correct.
needs to be explained here.
First of all, none of the women in Wonder Woman or Black Panther look like men, or Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
From what I know,
don't even
like
understand.
Alicia Vikander does not look like a man. Gal Gadot does not look like a man. They have like masculine features like muscles, but they're not.
Because they're superheroes.
I was never like, oh my god, it looks like a man. I can't watch this. Like, what the fuck?
I think I'm having a breakthrough. I think I'm beginning to understand what this person is trying to say. I think what they mean is that they don't have as ridiculously big of tits as Hollywood used to have female characters.
And does that
in
bother you?
Films show. Because why else would they mention Tomb Raider? Because Tomb Raider was a thing when Angelina Jolie was Tomb Raider. So if they're saying recently, then I think they might be just talking about how they don't have as big tits. Because it's not like she's more muscular than Angelina Jolie. They're both,
of course
I don't
not.
know.
If anything, she's less muscular. I
She
think.
looks fit. She doesn't look like manly bodybuilder muscular. She looks fit. She looks healthy.
I just don't understand the thought process at all.
I think they're complaining that the tits aren't big enough. That's my best guess. I don't know.
So there we go. We ended up answering your stupid fucking question.
And someone else asked, what is some of your favorite bands and musicians? To which someone replied, didn't they answer this in the last episode? And someone else said, yes. Like, come on. That was like a big chunk.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it. And hope
this
it
one
works.
is terrible. How would you rate your edginess in movie taste on a scale from 0 to 10?
What does that mean?
I didn't realize edginess could be rated out of 10, like in a serious way.
This one seems like a sarcastic joke comment, though.
But no, I don't think so.
I guess it's really hard to tell.
I can't tell. What is he referencing?
There's a lot of people that look at the content that we make and how we're like sort of contrarian in our opinions, and we all kind of unanimously agreed on Black Panther just being average. There's a lot of people that look at things like that and they don't really fully understand the perspective of someone who could genuinely have those opinions, so they write them off as, ooh, they're trying to be edgy, or they're trying to be different, or they're trying to... I think that's kind of what they're referencing, is that they probably hold beliefs that were like, ooh, edgelords kind of people, like, ooh,
Yeah.
I only have this opinion to cause controversy, and it's not an opinion that I genuinely have. There's a lot of people that think that way, and I think that they're kind of pandering to the others in the crowd that feel that way.
But we're not even praising any edgy movies.
No,
Like,
no,
it's not like
that's
we're going like, oh yeah, Mein Kampf is a great book or whatever. We're not saying anything
Yeah.
fucking edgy. We're like, yeah, we don't think Black Panther's that great of a movie.
Another person asked, "What's your favorite music album?" So I guess just loads of people want to know that.
We fucking answered this already.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are just like, what? Like, I'm reading this one. Are any of you concerned that the lack content entering the public domain?
I am.
What the fuck? The lack content entering the
lack
public
of
domain.
content.
No, I'm not concerned with that at all.
I am.
Not even a little
I
bit.
really am.
What are you concerned? First, okay, let me hear your concern about the
Okay.
lack of content entering public domain.
So copyright law was not always the way that it currently is today. Originally, the copyright holder could only have rights over their intellectual property for, I think it was like 50 years, and then it changed to until the person had died, which I think is very fair.
Yeah.
Mhm. Then it was person died plus 70, right? Now it's plus 70.
Well, yeah, it's like plus 20, and then it changed to plus 70. And the entire irony behind this is that a lot of this was perpetuated by Disney, who was essentially just lobbying Congress people in the United States to change these laws for them. And the reason why that's incredibly ironic is because so many of Disney's titles, like their early animation, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, etc., those are public domain folklore fairy tales that they used to create their empire, and now they're trying to take away the ability for anybody else to do the same thing. If copyright law was how it was and wasn't changed by Disney, then Mickey Mouse would be public domain. But right now you can't, like, no one can use Mickey Mouse. It's not public domain. They're always going to have control over it. And as soon as we get up to the point in time where they're reaching the expiry on their copyright, they'll fucking get Congress to change the law again. It'll be a never-ending cycle. So yeah, I'm
sure.
concerned about it because
I get
don't
that,
like...
Adam. I get that, but there's a way of phrasing that question intelligently to provoke an interesting discussion.
You just have to interpret their grammar.
You have to fill in the
A
blanks, yeah.
Like, I love classical music. You know, I love hearing these classical themes play in films, but they get so
course.
overused at this point. And if we had more songs in the public domain, then they wouldn't be as overused. We'd have more variety in terms of royalty-free music that can be used in films. Because right now we just get the same songs over and over, and it pisses me
Yeah,
off.
we get classical music and then like early 20s music.
It's
and
like,
that's
yeah.
about it.
The same songs over and over, and it's like,
Yeah.
they're great songs. Classical music is awesome, but we should be adding more to the public domain. And I think that art should be something that people can use freely and express themselves with. Sure, rights holders deserve to make money off of their properties, but don't make it unlimited rights.
Well, do you think Disney's going to keep going with the lobbying? Because I
course.
think it's going to stop eventually. Hopefully soon. Because
You
how
reckon?
fucking long can you keep this going for?
Exactly.
I mean, I understand you can lobby, but it's been what 100 fucking years now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point where you gotta stop.
I don't think
All right,
you
so-
understand how corporately run America is. I
Well,
don't
of
think you
course.
understand just
Yeah.
how much power large corporations have in America. If you think that they would just like be okay and put an end to it, like, oh yeah, we've had enough. We could make more money, but why would we? Yeah, you think
Well,
that's
no,
gonna
I'm not
happen,
saying
Ralph?
they want
Come
to.
on.
They obviously want to keep lobbying, but eventually, I feel like the system would go like, all right, enough of this shit. You can't fucking prolong these things for like life plus 200 years. now.
When America
This is
has a
insane.
revolution, ha!
Yeah, when we rise again, when 1776 happens again, like Alex Jones said once.
All
in an
right.
interview with Chris Morgan. So this actually turned out to be a good question, not the best phrased. So
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah.
it back. This guy,
Not the phrasing.
I'll take it back for this guy.
I am concerned that the lack content entering the public domain.
So to round this shit off, there was one more person asking for the music thing again, and they deleted their comment. And finally...
That's gonna be a meme now.
I was gonna ask you, Alex. I'm like, what do you think that person asked? And then, well, you already.
I think
got
it's pretty obvious.
it. Yeah.
And finally,
This is a good
is
one.
Black Panther a blaxploitation film?